Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up to the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
What happened, Granny?
Jethro has been skimming his iron hat again. Cut the head off of another statue.
Beats me how that boy can stand to wear that hat. It must weigh 25 pounds.
Where did he get the notion to put iron in his hat? He's got enough in his head.
Same place he got the notion to wear that secret radio on the heel of his shoe, or rig up the truck with his smoke screen maker and oil slick spreader. He seen a movie about a double-note spy.
Phew. Rascal sure presses on a feller's brain. Hi, Granny. How do you like my spy coat? Doggone my secret radio. Every time I step down on it, the blasted thing commences playing.
Why don't you take the darn fool thing out of your shoe?
Hey, that sounds like a pretty good idea. It does make it hard to shadow other spies. Let's see. Where's a good place for it?
Well, why don't you put it in your hat?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another thing you can do, Double Knot.
What's that?
You can stop skimming that iron hat around.
Granny, that sets a feller's head to throbbing.
Any more hat skimming, and I'll set your other end to throbbing.
Granny.
Now, you get your Uncle Jed down to the bank.
Ain't you coming?
No, I ain't.
Ella Mae's gonna be crowned queen of the banker's ball and get her picture took.
She can get her picture took without me.
Well, I don't care nothing about it neither. I got a date to do some double-knot spying with Miss Slocum.
Who's Miss Slocum?
Well, she's the girl Ellie beat in the beauty contest. She works down to Mr. Cushing's bank.
Well, you get your Uncle Jed down to Mr. Drysdale's bank. And don't eject him into no tree while doing it.
Yes, ma'am.
Tie your shoe first. You might fall down and hurt yourself.
That's all.
Hey, Uncle Jed. Hey, Uncle Jed. Help me get my iron hat off.
All right, boy, hold steady now. A lot of stuff in here.
Doggone! There goes my secret radio.
All right, Miss Clampett, on the count of three, let's have a nice big smile. 1, 2, 3. Mr. Drysdale, I wonder if I could get one picture where you aren't standing next to the Queen.
Of course. Where would you like me to pose? I have an idea. I'll be looking out the window, and then you get my profile. How's this?
Great. Don't move. Nice big smile. Chin up a little. Good. Hold it. Now, smooth back your hair. Good. There we are. Now, just one more, And would you sit on the edge of the desk and just cross your legs so we can see those beautiful legs? That's right.
Well, I never thought of myself as having... Do what?
Clampett is here, Chief.
Howdy.
Howdy, Paul. How do you like my queen get up?
Ain't that pretty?
Mr. Clampett, you're just in time to have your picture taken with the Queen of the Bankers Ball.
Oh, no, thank you.
I'd like to get one, Mr. Clampett.
Come on, Paul.
Well, if you're sure it won't bust your camera.
That's it. Very nice. Now, on the count of 3. 1, 2. That's it.
What happened to 3?
My finger slipped. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Now, wait a minute. I want some shots of me for the front page of the Bankers Journal.
Well, Ellie, Jethro's waiting downstairs on his spy car. You best get changed.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, Ellie Mae's duties are just beginning. She's going to reign over the Bankers Association luncheon today.
Well, doggy.
Mr. Drysdale is master of ceremonies, and you're invited too, of course.
Oh, no, today is Groundhog Day.
It is?
Yeah, Granny's womping up a stewed groundhog.
Gee whiz, Miss Jane. Do I have to miss that?
Well,
Well, now, don't let that fret you, Ellie Mae. When you get home for supper tonight, you can have groundhog hash.
We were robbed, Miss Slocum. You should have won that beauty contest.
But, Mr. Cushing, Ellie Mae Clampett is...
Ellie Mae Clampett. She doesn't even work in Drysdale's bank. Her father just keeps his $45 million there. And what is more, you are 10 times prettier than she is.
Oh, now, really?
You just wait till that Bankers Association luncheon today. I'm going to raise the roof, then drop it right on Drysdale's head. What is it?
Mr. Cushing, can Miss Slocum come out and do some double knot spying with me?
Not today, Jethro. We're busy.
Well, then, can my Uncle Jed just come in and say howdy?
Jethro, you heard what the man said. He's busy. Now, come on.
No, wait! Come in! Come in, sir! Well, Mr. Clampett, I've been wanting to meet you, sir. This is a real pleasure.
Thank you.
You know, I was just saying that your daughter certainly deserved to win that beauty contest.
Well, I don't think so. Miss Slocum's a heap prettier than Cousin Ellie.
Oh, nonsense. Oh, Miss Slocum is a nice, wholesome girl, but Ellie Mae Clampett, one of the world's great beauties.
Yeah, we just come over to say how sorry we are there couldn't be 2 winners. Now, Miss Slocum is right pretty, and Jethro's right took with her.
Well, Miss Slocum is right took with Jethro. Aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Dog! Hey, listen, Uncle Jed. This bank is a heap more fun than Mr. Drysdale's. Why don't you keep your money here?
Yeah.
Well, it's something to think about, but I wouldn't want you coming over and making a nuisance of yourself.
A nuisance, Jethro? We love having him, yeah. Here, my boy, let me have your hat.
Is it hurt bad?
Heck no, it's made of iron.
Iron. Come over and sit down. Let's talk.
Oh, we gotta be getting home. Granny is cooking up something special. Say, why don't you and Miss Slocum take new victuals with us?
How about that, Mabel?
Well, Mr. Cushing has to attend a lunch...
At Mr. Clampett's house. Oh, we'd love to come.
That'll pleasure Granny a heap. She loves to have company on Groundhog Day.
She sure does.
Well, we'll be looking for you.
Yeah, well, we'll be there, Mr.
Bye.
Goodbye, sir.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Groundhog Day is the 2nd of February.
Miss Slocum, when a man with $45 million says it's Groundhog Day, it's Groundhog Day. I don't care if it's the 4th of July.
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy, and Drysdale thinks he's going to a banker's luncheon.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to present our beautiful queen, Her Royal Highness, Miss Ellie Mae Clampett. Isn't she lovely? You know, the savings and loan companies like to brag about their interest figures. Well, let's see them come up with a figure that'll draw more interest than that. I notice that my colleague, Mr. John Cushing of the Merchants Bank, is conspicuous by his absence today. Well, I guess poor old John figures the only time he can land a new account is when the rest of us bankers are busy having lunch. Oh, of course, it isn't John's fault that he trails behind a little. He hasn't got what we've got. That drive that prods a man onward and upward. That powerful force that never lets us rest. John hasn't got that. He never married.
Oh, and Ellie may deserve to be queen, all right. She's a real beauty. And now that I have met you, I see where she got it.
Oh, Mr. Cushing.
No, it's true. It's true. Well, now, which would you rather do, wash or dry?
Oh, no. Your company, you ain't gonna hip with the dishes.
I'd like to.
Oh, nothing doing. You probably get enough of that at home, helping your wife.
Oh, I haven't got a wife.
What was that?
I have no wife. I've never married.
What would you rather do, wash or dry?
Granny, you ain't fixing to let Mr. Cushing wash the dishes, are you?
Oh, I don't mind.
It's all right, Jed.
What, ain't nothing of the kind. Mr. Cushing is company.
It's all right, Jed.
Oh, I'll help with the dishes. Besides, Mr. Cushing got a bank to tend to.
It's all right, Jed.
You wouldn't want to be responsible for Mr. Cushing neglecting his bank, would you?
It's all right, Jed.
I assure you, sir, I am not neglecting my bank.
See, Mr. Cushing don't get a chance to wash dishes at home. He ain't married. He ain't got no wife. He's single.
Well, I just remembered something that needs doing outside.
Mr. Clampett, you know, it would please me very much if you and your lovely family would be my guests for dinner tonight.
Well, that's very nice of you, but Granny is figuring on wamping up some special hash that Ellie's...
Well, now, couldn't the hash wait, Granny?
Well, that's strictly up to Jed.
Well, how about it, Mr. Clampett? May I take your family out to dinner tonight?
Well,
And it's all settled. What time?
How about 7 o'clock?
Dandy!
Yeah, I got a few yachts. Yeah, that's a show business expression, Fred. Fellas like Hope and Benny and myself say that when we get big laughs. Come in.
I came by to pay off our bet, but your secretary's gone.
Oh, yeah, she's out driving the queen around. Talk to you later, Fred. The loser just walked in. Well, John, we certainly miss you at the luncheon today. Your office said you're out working on a new account.
That's right.
Oh, I made a few jokes about it at the luncheon, but in all sincerity, good luck. I hope you'll land it.
Well, thank you, Milburn. I'm going to do my best.
That's the old pepper, Johnny boy. Now, just because you're trailing my bank by a few million, don't get discouraged. A fella has to go out and hustle for new business. Now, you take my Clampett account.
All right.
3 years ago, when I landed that account, I was right where you are, trailing the big boys. But I'm up there now, Johnny, and I'm going to stay there. You know why? Because I think on my feet. I'm fast. I roll with the punches. I ain't no end to feint, to jab, to clinch.
Look, Milburn, I just came by to pay off the bet.
Now, you see, there is a perfect example of fast thinking on my part. Your bank had that beauty contest in the bag with Miss Slocum. And then, wham, wham! I came up with Ellie Mae Clampett, and you were down for the count.
Here's your check.
Well, now that's all over, I'll tell you something. I gave you a little low shot there because Ellie doesn't really work for me. But you know the saying, all's fair in love, war, and banking.
I never heard that. Who said it?
I did. And it's a good one to remember when you're up against the champ. Oh, probably another of my fans calling. How about dinner tonight?
I can't. I'll be out hustling a new account.
Good for you. A big one?
The biggest.
Nah, it couldn't be. Hello? Oh, Harry. Oh, yes, I got a few yachts. Yacht, that's a show business expression, Harry. Fellas like Red Skelton and myself say that when we get big laughs.
Cousin Bessie, it's time for breakfast. let you playing on his spy car. Come on, get ready for breakfast.
Well, Jed, what about it? You gonna put your money in Mr. Cushing's bank?
I'm studying on it, Granny.
What's they to study on?
Well, I can't just take my money out of Mr. Drysdale's bank without a good reason.
I'll give you plenty of reasons. Has Mr. Drysdale ever took us out like Mr. Cushing done last night? Has Mr. Drysdale ever brung me a orchid? Has Mr. Drysdale ever danced with me like Mr. Cushing done?
Well, no, Granny, but Mr. Drysdale's got a wife. Mr. Cushing's a single man.
There's the best reason of all.
Looky who's here to see you.
Good morning. Good morning. I hope you'll forgive my barging in like this, Mr. Clampett.
Well, no, glad to see you. Sit down.
No. I just happened to see these American beauties in the florist's window, and they reminded me of the roses in your cheeks.
Oh, Mr. Cushing.
John.
Mr. Cushing brung me a box of candy. I'm going to share it with Cousin Bessie.
Cousin Bessie? Well, I'm sorry I didn't know about Cousin Bessie. She could have joined us for dinner last evening.
Well, her table manners ain't too good yet.
Yeah, she keeps picking up the fork with her feet.
I'd better be getting back to my bank. Oh, and speaking of my bank, I hope you have given some consideration to what we discussed last evening.
We've been talking about it.
And Jed is ready to put his money in your bank.
Now, hold on, Granny. I said I'd study on it.
Oh, now that's right, Mr. Clampett. You think it over carefully, sir.
Oh. I'll see you to the door, John. You wait for me in the pantry.
Goodbye, Mr. Clampett.
Well, Jed, how about it?
Well, Granny, I said I'm going to have to study on this and have a long talk with Mr. Drysdale.
Jed, ain't you always told me that part of that money was mine?
That's right, 1/4.
1/4? 25 cents out of all of them millions?
I mean 1/4 all I got.
Well, here comes Jethro. You have him cipher it out. Because I'm going to put my money in Mr. Cushing's bank.
Hey, Uncle Jed. You know where I've been? I've been out getting a brand new secret radio.
Fine, Jethro. Now sit down. I got some ciphering for you to do.
First, see, can you guess where my secret radio's hid?
No, I can't, Jethro. Now sit down.
Oh, come on, try. How about my iron hat? You reckon it's hid there?
Yeah.
You're wrong.
All right, Jethro. Now sit down.
Oh, try again.
It's in your pocket.
Which one?
One with your hand in it.
Wrong again. You give up?
Yeah, Jethro. Now sit down and get the cipher.
Look at here. It's what you call a secret wrist radio.
Jethro got my ciphering done?
Not yet, Granny. Jethro, sit down and get a pencil and paper.
Think that's a double knot end? I bet you I'm the only spy in the whole world that's got a radio like this.
Yep. You're right.
Where you going?
I'm going to Mr. Drysdale's bank to get my money. Now stand clear.
Jethro ain't gonna like you driving his spy car.
What Jethro don't like, he can lump. Who put me under that big
Hey, ain't nobody allowed to drive my spy car except me.
Well, get in here and get at it. I'll sit on the ejector seat.
I got ciphering to do.
You got driving to do. Now do it.
You want what?
I want my share of Jed's money. Jethro said it's somewheres around $11 million.
Now, what in the world would you do with $11 million?
That's for me to know and you to find out. Now let's have it.
In here?
In here.
Granny, have you been at your rheumatism medicine again?
No, I ain't. Get your finger out of my face and commence giving me my money.
Oh, well, all right. There, now, if you need any more, you just let me know.
How much was that?
$30.
Well, I'm letting you know I need more.
Why don't you let Miss Hathaway drive you home, eh?
Mr. Drysdale, are you gonna give me my money or ain't you?
Of course. Now, you run along. I'll drop by this evening, and we'll talk about it.
Happy to see you, Chief.
Oh, good.
What are you doing here?
Ellie told me what you was up to.
Well, I'll tell you something that she ain't told you. Mr. Drysdale won't give me my money. He's been slippery-footing around here like a hog on ice. If you ask me, he ain't got it.
Granny didn't mean that, Mr. Drysdale.
Who?
I understand.
I know you got the money.
No apologies necessary, Mr. Clampett.
Now, we won't take up no more of your time.
Thank you.
Just give her the money and we'll go.
$11 million?
Whatever 1/4 of all I got comes to, that's her share.
See? He ain't got it.
Granny, you got the money, ain't you, Mr. Drysdale?
Of course, but...
Well, then, go ahead and give it to her.
Well, all right, I'll have a check drawn up.
Hold it right there. I don't want no check. I want my money. Cash.
Cash?
Cash.
We do favor cash.
But I haven't got $11 million.
You see, I told you, he spent it. He ain't got it. If you ask me, you've been slicker, Jed.
Now, Granny, how much have you got, Mr. Drysdale?
Possibly $200,000 or $300,000 in the vault.
That's all you got left out of my $45 million?
I've got all of your money.
Well, where is it?
Well, it's invested. Stocks, bonds, loans, primary, secondary securities.
That's slicker talk I ever heard it.
Mr. Drysdale, you always told me I had $45 million in cash.
Well, you have, but it's not cash. Like I said, it's invested. I've got it spread out all over the country.
Well, maybe you better start getting it together. It would ease my mind considerable to see it.
Great Scott, man. It would take weeks and weeks and weeks to get $45 million in cash. You don't understand.
See, Mr. Cushing? Told you they was here. They used to have a double-knot spy working for you, don't it?
Indeed it does.
John, Mr. Drysdale won't give us our money.
Really? Well, we'll see about that.
You're behind this, Cushing, you pirate.
Control yourself, Milburn. To quote the champ, all is fair in love, war, and banking. Now let's get busy and transfer that account, shall we? Oh, it was beautiful, Harry. Beautiful. I left Drysdale on the field of battle a broken man. Come in.
Howdy.
Oh, I'll talk to you later.
Howdy, John.
Howdy, Mr. Cushing.
Well, hello. Come in. Welcome. Well, what can I do for you?
Did you get our $45 million from Mr. Drysdale?
Every cent of it. It's all safe and sound right in the merchant's bank.
Well, that's dandy. We'd like to see it. In cash.
But I haven't got it.
Well, Granny?
Dogged if he didn't go through it quicker than Mr. Drysdale.
I think we'd be better off back with him.
Wait, come back. Let me explain. No, you see, it's all invested. I have it in stocks and bonds.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here?
This has been a Filmways presentation.